Welcome back to PrayerCaveTV, the Chow Don't Break Show. My name is Eric Kimondo, and I am so blessed to have with me in studio Mr. George Njogona, a teacher at Geodav School, which is located in Twiga Building in Kiambu Town, 3rd floor, room 1. He's a teacher specialized with adult education, and that is our topic of discussion. Karibu sana, Mr. George.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
And honoring our invitation to come. Utuchanue kuhusu hii mambo ya adult education.
Yes.
In quotes called Gumbaru. Gumbaru. So just before we get to our topic of discussion, I want to give you this opportunity to say hi to your school, to your family. But I'm a fans.
Okay, my name is George Njogona, as Eric have just said. I'm a teacher by profession, and I do adult education. That is my area for elementary, and I also teach high school sometimes. I want to greet my family. I start with my wife, Lucy Kibiko, and my 3 kids, Stacy, Tracy, and Travis. About the school, let me say hi to my school, the Geodav Achievers. You are very welcome. I want you guys to watch and you know more about what we are talking about.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Asante sana.
Thank you.
You guys have a special program here, and we thank God because of you.
Yes.
Tell us, what is adult education?
Okay, basically adult education, you know the word adult is those students who are above 18 years. Adult education, mostly those students who drop out of school due to many issues, the pregnancy, the marriage, dropout cases because of maybe discipline cases. And there are so many things basically why they are called adult student. But with time, we are going to know more. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us, how does this work? And is it a program recognized by the government?
Yes. Yeah, this is a program recognized by ministry. By the way, I work with the Ministry of Adult Education here at Kiambu Town, the county director. Then let me say hi to my county director, Susan Itonde, and our sub-county director, Mr. Kiere. Yeah.
So from what kind of students do you receive? I've had you quote several case scenarios like marriages, etc. But just to paint for us a picture that most of people, by the way, are not aware of such kind of programs do run. What is that picture of adult education, especially in our county here in Kiambu, that you can give to our listeners?
Yeah, adult education, we just said that adult education, basically we deal with adult students. And these adult students, we talk about how they drop out because of early marriages. Only maybe she's in Form 2, she's Form 3, she drop out, and maybe she lack hope for not going to continue to school. So mostly in that Kiambu County, there are so issues, but I need to make them aware that you find that those students who are there outside who drop out, mostly because of issue of pregnancy, in discipline cases, early marriages, they even in lack of finance, it's a challenge. So I'm just encouraging them, they have this opportunity, so they can also join in our institution. I think it's open here at Kiambu County, and we are the only institution which is doing best at adult education in Kiambu County. Yeah.
Wow. What are the numbers? How many students do come to this program?
Basically, there are many. Currently, I have like 60 students. 60 students. By the today, the KCP students they are doing today. We have like 30. They are doing today. And so I also wish them the best as they do the exams.
Yes,
KCSE, we have like 30. So they are going to do next week on date 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, let's dive right in. What is the curriculum of the adult education program?
Curriculum is basically the primary subjects like mathematics, science, art, They also even we also give them the financial training habits because they're adults, even life skills. We also try to help them. Yeah, and even goal objective, mostly we train them how they can be able to achieve them. So generally in a curriculum of adult education is wide. Yeah, but the core subjects mostly they are the mathematics, sciences, art, and the other subjects CRI.
So it is both primary and secondary.
Yeah, it's both. We have a curriculum for primary and we have curriculum for high school. Yeah, for primary level, they also do the 5 subjects like other students. They do math, science, CRI. They talk about social studies with CLI, and also the other subject.
Now that this is a program that you have revealed to us, also the government acknowledges, what is the government support that exists therein for the program?
Yeah, mostly the government usually give us tutor support through the Ministry of Education. They usually have a program to have we call them full-time teachers or part-time teachers who coordinate together. We work together. And they usually support us. At least we try to capture, get more students. Yeah, so the government is chipping even resources. Yeah, even we can work with like adults. We can even work with the politician. They can support us in terms of enlightening the society to educate literacy.
Wow. Now, the issue about adult education, but they first came to a limelight one time when Mr. Olive, right, Olive Madeng,
imagine those years. Yes.
You can take us back to that story.
Yes.
Most people don't know about it.
Yes, education has no, every day we read, even as we are trying to also achieve our academic goals to our further level. I also encourage everybody there. So if you are there and you feel like, you have not reached that self-actualization, I think you can go back to school. It doesn't matter about the age. It doesn't matter. It's what you have in your heart. Am I going to achieve my dream? When you encourage them, I think even you're doing a good job. You have given them a platform. At least they know that there is opportunity. There is second chance for them. So all of those who are there, they feel like the challenge about adults is the issue of that low confidence. They don't want to express themselves. They feel like my age is a problem. So even there they ask you, teacher, si untachekelewa? No. Yeah, so I usually encourage them a lot and I give them confidence and they make and they continue with their lifelong learners.
Wow. I think nakumbuka, I think nilikuwa primary.
Okay.
Hiyo wakati when Mr. Olive Madenge went back to class
1.
Yeah, and he was an old man that time.
True.
Na alimaliza shule.
Yeah.
And after he came out, that story, because it went so viral during that time, a lot of other people wali join.
I think that is the Kibaki era. And that's why the Kibaki now came up with by then that being pushed. By there so many teachers were employed by the government that time to push the adult education. And majority of the students joined, the adult learners, they joined a lot. And they achieved. Even you find that they are working in offices. There are so many people there who are who have passed through the adult education system. They're employed by government. Yeah.
Let's actually look at the benefits of adult education, because there's some people wanaiangalianga na wewe ulichelewa ama ulipitwa. Okay, you want to go back to school and you're 40, you're 50 years old. Unataka kurudi usome afu uende wapi? There's always that question. I know it's something also most of our listeners, a person with a desire to go back to school. Akona hiyo swali inaka ni stigma. Let's
but it is usually in the mind. It's usually in the mind that even though you come there, they ask you, teacher, what is the need for me to continue with education? There are so many benefits because you have just said that education has no limit. Even when it comes to times of like self-actualization, like in terms of when it comes to now the new benefits is about even they can do their own simple thing. That's calculation. They can do manage their business because we equip them with their financial knowledge, and even we guide them how they can handle their way-to-day activities. Even in terms of public speaking, if it's a challenge, they cannot even express themselves. The low confidence, we try to pull it up. So mostly, I think even in continuation of education, they continue with their education. They join college, many join college, many join university. They do their career opportunities they want. So we prepare them for just career. Sometimes people, they ask me, now I'm 45. Where am I going to go? So you find that they are 45. Within 2 years, they manage. So they join college. They are employed. They have the certificates. They can go somewhere and they can stand firm. Even when they want to go outside the country. For example, say somebody want to go outside the country and they want to do a course. So basically, they are told, first, give me that certificate. So that certificate, we usually give them through NEC, and they do it. And when they get it, they can continue. They get good money because they have that certificate. So there are so many benefits when it comes to adult education, and I'm encouraging a lot those who are there. Just join our institution, adults. Join up, and you're going to see a difference.
Who is the oldest student you've ever had?
I have
in terms of Miaka.
Miaka. Okay. I had, but she did KCP and she managed to get 270. But you know, like mostly they say when you did KCP, they give 3 years. So she's now next year she's going to do she's a woman. She had 65 years.
65
years. 65 years. And she's a pastor.
65 years.
But then she's a pastor. And I usually encourage her a lot. Tell Moli mtatomboa. Namba yes.
Na alianza
KCP.
Wow.
KCP is managed to get 270. And now next year she's going to do KCSE.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's go to the program. Does it run by the years? For the adult education, for example, class 1, do you have to do the whole year in class 1, class 2, class 3?
We usually have formative assessments.
Okay.
We do formative assessment. We try to...
Oh, tell us about that.
Yeah, we try to look at them. We give them basic education. Then after that, the ministry usually give us the guideline for those students. So we give them the exams. When they get at least 80%, 90%, we program to the other class. Mostly we do it within 1 year or 2 years, depending on the capability or potential of the students. Yeah. So within 2 years, you can be able to do KCP. You can do it with 1 year, depending on the formative assessment. Yeah, the formative assessment. So then after 1 year, you sit for your KCP.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Amazing.
No,
Amazing.
true. Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah, very.
You've mentioned something about somebody that may want to travel. And they are required to have this kind of certificate, so that maybe they can get job opportunities. And we know from also what we've seen from our government, it is trying to source a lot of labor to foreign countries.
Labor capitalization.
Have you had it as a requirement that kuna vitu zingine for somebody to go outside there to work, they need these certificates?
Yes. Like if you look at even those cases of Canada, Qatar, Dubai, they ask those certificates. They say that you must have reached Form 4. And there are so many people who have potential. Even the plumbers, even their drivers, they have skills, but they cannot go there because they don't have that certificate. So that's where now we come in.
Wow.
As Geoda achievers, we try to assist them, and they get the certificates, which are the NEC exams. They do it. By then, they usually fear. But within 3 or days, they get that certificate, and then they continue their life.
This is amazing.
Very,
I see
very.
it as a lifesaver.
Yeah, you know, like I'm passionate about education. I'm very passionate, and even I love teaching adults because even when we are there, they usually see what you do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're outside there and maybe by any reason you are not able to complete your KCPE or KCSE, that is your primary school education or secondary school education, that should not lock you up from the current world opportunities that are there. From the assessment that you've just talked to us about, what is the minimum time somebody can take to finish their primary school, and what also is the minimum amount of time somebody can use to finish their KCSE?
Oh, okay. Now for KCPE, I've just said it's 1 year. KCPE is 1 year. But I've just said you have to be trained to have that formative. We do formative assessment. We try to test you, give you papers. We see whether you have reached that level. So mostly we start there from basic, and then you go there. Within 1 year, you can make it for KCPE. Wow. Yeah, for KCSE, we do it for 2 years. We do it for 2 years, and even we can do it for 1 year, depending on the student. Maybe she dropped out when she was in Form 4. So that one can do 1 year. She dropped out when she was in Form 3. Even to have not attended a class. So depending on there are some, I've just said before, mostly students, for example, when you are maybe in high school, look at those students who are in discipline. They are very bright. So when they realize their life outside is not a joke. They realize, they come telling, hey, I wish I knew. I wish I knew that word. I hate it. So we come together and we try to, within 1 year, he or she can be able to achieve that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is amazing.
True.
This is truly amazing. Let's go to some of the challenges here, because, for example, if somebody was to do it in 1 year or in 1 year for the primary school and 2 years for the secondary school certificate, does it mean they have to be dedicated full time?
Yeah, now the challenges arises there, because as an adult, you are a family man or a family woman, so you have to balance. So it's a challenge. So we talk about part time, full time. So part time we do it from 5 to 8. So we are very flexible in terms of time. I usually tell my teacher, we have to dedicate, because we have sacrificed for these adults. We have to be there. We usually give them opportunity anytime. So we are very flexible for our case. But we have the time, that fixed time. Example, at Jordan of Achievers, we say from 5 to 9. But they usually leave at school at 9, mostly. Wow. At 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. From 5 to 9 p.m. Teaching. Very early in the morning from 8 to 4 for those who are doing part-time, because there are some students who have a lot of time. Maybe they're employed by their housewife, they're house girls. They are given that opportunity by the bosses. So going back, there's people who they have much passion for education. They support. They pay for them from 8 to 4. So they sacrifice. We are very flexible in terms of time, and because we have tutors there, we work together. So in terms of time, we are very flexible. Very flexible.
Wow.
Yeah, it's GeoDAV.
Wow. Wow. And thank you so much of the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
I feel it's a very vital role in society.
Yeah, by the way, it's a very important role. We do it, but sometimes they don't see us as those who are above there. But we usually tell God, because as a teacher, we feel good when you see that my student have achieved, have attained academic dream. That's what make us to feel proud. Yeah.
So somebody should never say never. There is an opportunity.
There is always an opportunity. Those who are there, like they're in comfort zone. They know that. Like there are some cases I can give you some stories there. Find out maybe you're married, your husband there are some even a husband they are there. They don't even have that certificate. They keep hiding. They don't tell their partner. They don't have that word. I don't know, how do we call it? They are not open. Even you find a wife is there, she's mistreated because he does not have that certificate. Move out of the world and you just come and do it, and you achieve your academic. No one is limited, by the way. But then you find that there are some students who drop out because of stigma. They drop out because they don't have that that ability to achieve. By the way, we should go to the lowest level. Lowest level. By the way, do you know those students who join in our school, they usually don't get ease. They don't.
Wow.
They don't get ease. But those who get ease, they don't attend classes. But those students who attend in our class, they usually attain a good grade. And they are very happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. George is calling you out to get out of your comfort zone and stop wishing forever. Make a decision that now you want to get that which maybe you are not able to get during that former time. Wow. Let's talk about a success story that you have seen of somebody. They came they came to you flat out. And where they are right now. Give us a success story.
I have taught so many students, more than let's say more than 100. More than 900 students. If you look at my record, I've teach so many students there. They mostly even do bridging courses. Those students who drop they want to join the university. I mean KMTC. They are failed mathematics. By the way, I'm a teacher. I'm a chemistry biology teacher. So mostly I usually teach those students what to join.
Talk to us about bridging and how does it work, by the way?
Oh, bridging. Bridging, you find that you attain a C. By the way, for you to join a KMTC, you need a C in math, a C in chem, a C in bio. So you find that you have overall a C. But mathematics, you have a D. You don't qualify to do a NAS course. Or you find yourself in biology and chemistry, you can even bridge 3 subjects, math, chem, bio. 3 subjects, and it's a neck exam.
So that is, I come and redo the papers.
You do only those 3 papers. You do math, chem. It depends. You can even bridge 1 subject. You have a C. You can even do it. So that's how bridging is done.
And then the certificate is updated with the new.
No, it's not. It's not updated. When you're applying, you are given a result slip for those subjects. So when you go to KMTC portal, you upload it. You upload it with the that's how you do it. We have so many students who have joined. Even currently, we are having like 6.
Wow.
Those who are bridging, and they are doing the exams next on the 6th.
Wow.
Yes.
That's some good news even to the parents and students. If kuna grade ilishuka tu kidogo chini.
Now they have managed. They have managed. So they are like by the way, they are like 10 students who are now there in KMTC now. Even there are some students who have they are done with their studies now. When it comes now, I've just said about the success stories. There are so many students. We do even internal scholarship. We do internal scholarship where we myself as a CEO, as a founder of adults, I usually look at the potential of that student. Some students, they are orphan. You know, like you find an adult. She was an orphan. She could not be able to pay that fee. So that's why we chip in as a school. We look at, we even visit homes. We try to look at the picture of that. We do internal scholarship. We support. We have our students who manage to join Machako University to do Bachelor of Commerce. Yes, Bachelor of Commerce. It's called
And what did they have before they came to
you? By this, you have never even joined school. She was a class 8 dropout. And, as a teacher, she was very bright. She was married, having 2 kids.
What had made her to drop out? Marriage?
No. She was telling me I was in comfort zone. She was employed by this. She gave me a story. You find she was employed in a company, and she was done a lot of matarao. You know, like when you're employed, don't have the certificate, you have no say. You cannot even tell the manager to add you salary. You are just there. So you have to feel bad, feel demoted. Even others who are like degree holders, diploma holders, certificate holders, they despise you. So it's not a joke. So you have to start the farm. If they made it, I can make it. And that is very possible. There's this issue. She was telling me that she was doing a lot of work there. She was even cleaning the manager office, at least to get that favor. I usually tell my students, yes, we need God favor. You don't need some people's favor sometimes.
Yeah.
We need God favor. We have to come out. And she managed for 1.5 years. She managed to get.
She was dedicated full time.
Yeah, she was dedicated full time. She was also supported. We also supported her.
Okay.
And I think also you're going to have a talk with her. Yeah.
Wow. I know we need that.
We need to have a talk with her.
Hey, that's a bench.
She also told me that he's having a challenge of finance. You know, like an adult, you have the passion for education. You don't have the finance. It's also a challenge.
So she did her KCPE in 1 year.
No, she have already done it.
She had done it.
Yeah, she have done it.
Also, she came in for the secondary school.
Secondary
paper.
level, yeah.
She did it in 2 years.
In 1.5 years.
In 1 year and a half.
1 year and a half.
By the just to ask, do you have to wait for the next exams to be scheduled, or you can do it?
By the way, those who want to do next year, exams, we are registering in January, early January. They do it the exams on November.
In November.
In November. We don't
just
limit
like
them.
the other schools.
Yeah.
Same time.
Same time.
Oh. Okay.
They usually have their center. They don't come with school uniform. You know that they ask you, do you have to wear the school uniform? No, you don't have to wear the school uniform. Yes.
Yeah, that was coming.
Yes. You don't have. You don't have. By then they are treated like kings. Yes. They even they have money by the way. There are some who have money. Those they park their cars there. And they are treated like kings.
Wow.
You want to sit for the exam? Yes.
Where is the exam center?
Yes.
It's in Kiambu.
By the way, it's in Kiambu Township.
Yeah.
Kiambu Township, that's where we do our exams. Yeah.
Wow, that is in Kiambu County.
Yeah, Kiambu County.
Amazing, amazing.
True.
And now, going back to the student, she did her KCSE. She passed?
Yeah.
Then she was
by
called.
the way, we sometimes adults they ask me questions about if I pass, am I going to join university? Yes, the government come in. You have qualified. You have done the same exams like others. So you are even sponsored. The government sponsor you. They look at the year and the grades. They don't look at number of years. No, they don't look even you're 50 or 60. No, they look at the certificates, the year. So you qualified. They sponsor you. Yeah. So now she is sponsored by the government. But there are some money you have to which is a challenge.
Also by itself. And now she's in Machakos.
Yeah, but currently because of issues, like money is a problem. So but as a school we are trying to do something.
She will make it in Jesus' name.
True. As a mother, yeah, the kid are in school, you're still in school. It's very challenging. It's very challenging.
I love that determination.
Yeah, true. Usually but there are so many I usually tell them that like adults now they are mature. They are very, very mature. They know what they want. Not like when you were in high school level. When you're told, go lead. Adults, they know.
Now I need to read.
Yeah. By the way, I have not told you that there are some even teachers. They are working as ECD teachers. Many years they were doing what we call proficiency. If you don't have certificate, you do proficiency as a teacher, ECD teachers. Those who train at kindergartens. You find they don't have that certificate. I have trained more than 10, and they have certificates. Now I think they are very happy because now they have the certificate. Because when it comes to now the TSC, they were saying you have to certificate to get the TSC number. So they have done diploma, they have done proficiency, but they don't have certificate for Form 4. So mostly they come in, we train them, we make sure they get a good grade, and when they get a good grade, they continue with their education. So there are so many things we have done as a school, as a GeoDAV, and we have achieved a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's kindly give to somebody who is listening in some tips. For example, a person working maybe as a house manager somewhere and they were not able to complete their primary or secondary education and they always have that ambition. What are the tips you can give to them on how to talk to their employer to allow them to finish their education at the same time not losing their job? How can they initiate that conversation? Also, how can they deal with the discouragement that comes with You know, we ni mkubwa na unang'ang'ana na hesabu sahi.
But it's a challenge. So for me, I just encourage them that everything is possible as long as you have passion. The word is to have a passion. Do I want no, like you cannot force a donkey to drink water. That's what I usually say. Even adults, when they come, I usually do them a small interview. Are you ready for this? It's not just a simple task. So if you are working, you have to look at yourself. Am I passionate about education? Can I achieve that? You know, like I can try to give you tips, but you're not ready for the tips. So I usually tell them that first of all, have passion for education. Have it. Try to dream about it. So when you dream, you can and then you play. You have to play. Play, so that when you talk to the boss is ready. But they have talked with so many people having those issues. They tell me that my boss cannot. I just tell them, first of all, create a desire, then play, and then talk to the manager, the boss in charge. And the most tip is that for the time I've just it's very flexible. We are ready for them. So they just look at their program. Maybe, you cannot work the whole day.
Yeah.
On Sundays, we are there. They usually create online classes.
Wow.
You do online classes.
Wow.
Yeah, we are ready. On Saturdays, we usually create time. So you cannot say that you work from Monday to Sunday. Yeah. So I usually tell them, just come to us first. Talk to us in a friendly manner. Tell us. Don't, don't hide. Hide. They don't tell me that you work as a house girl. Tell me that just accept the way you are, because God is going to uplift you from that level. Yeah. So I usually tell them that for the first of all, they need to be very flexible. Then they have to develop that passion. Then we are ready. We just now we come in. We can even talk to the boss. I just call that. They tell, yeah. And also you have to look at your boss. As your boss have passion for education. Yeah. Because some adults they are forced. Like you are passionate about education, and you see your house girl is there. You also need her to teach your kids homework. Yes, to guide them. You are busy man. You have to have a house girl, and that's why by the generation is going to come where we are going to say, if you don't have this certificate, you're not going to get even that work for house girl. I was very surprised. I was having an internal scholarship with one of my students who is now want to do KCSE next year. Just internal scholarship, as simple with that. I work with one of my co-partner, Teacher Ken. We work together. So, and we do something what we call talking to those adults. And when I was talking to that young man, he told me that, no, Molim, I don't have a job. Sometimes you even find them job. Even find a security job. Do it. You're going to do it for how many years? Just one, as you try to achieve. Even there are some people who are employed as security officers. They work at night. They only need 2 hours every day. Those who work in county government, they work from 8 to 4. So at 5 they can come in class just 1 hour. I think it's about passion, desire, commitment, thirst for education. Yeah.
Wow. I love this story. Yes. It is a story of restored hope in our society.
Very true.
That true. You are not closed out forever. There is something you can do to change the trajectory of your life. Imagine, and that is what our teacher is telling us here. Let's address this. Somebody says, for example, they don't want to go back to school because they hated particular subjects. Kwa sipendi science, sipendi Kiswahili, sipendi Kizungu, that of sipendi. How do you address that attitude?
As a science teacher, I teach chemistry, and I usually have a challenge with those students. They come to me, like everything. I told them it's about attitude, it's about mindset. So like for example, when I was in high school, I was not good in chemistry, but I don't know what happened. My teacher could say, "Jonah, you can't make it." And I could not even tap that. And later I came to ask myself, I could pray. But there was a CU chairman at that time in high school. And I could pray very hard. I could say, God, do something for me. Yeah, do something for me. And as a chemistry. By the way, I came across with a good teacher, a chemistry teacher. She encouraged me a lot. Sometimes you find students, they only need to be encouraged, to be shown basic, to have a good foundation. No, like just simple foundation, so that you come growing together as a teacher. So when you say a student say this chemistry is difficult, this mathematics is difficult, it's about mindset. It's about them believing. So when you believe you can, like the Obama say, yes we can, yes we can. So the same case a student can just call him or herself just a simple kamkutano that I can make it. But the adults, when they come at school, by the adults like Jordan Achievers, who are the best adult school in terms of science and in terms of mathematics. So when they come here, we just start from scratch. And when because I've taught for so many years, I have experience. So I usually know this is important, this is not important. So when the students come, I just teach what is direct, the main point. So when they sit for the exam, they are familiar with the questions. Wow. So I usually even give them some simple task. I do what you call experimental learning. I also do real life situation learning. And when I do that, they feel like these things are simple. So they are so simple like this. Yeah, that's what we do.
So just give it a try.
Yeah.
And also come for prayers. There's something the Spirit of God will stir up in you and do for you, that you see this education in a totally different way. So you don't have to live in a point of despair, whereby you live in regret of I did not do. And some of those people are even 30. And you talked about somebody of 65.
Yeah, 65 years. And she's going to do next year exam. So you have to force her. Yeah, you know, sometimes you even come in. We tell them, you have to do. Even now, today they are doing KCP. Some other they say, no, teacher, I have not. No, they have that fear. As a teacher, you have to come in and you take that responsibility. You encourage them. Like yesterday, the whole day, teacher Ken, the sacrifice after church. And he told all the candidates, who are doing today to come, so that we try to talk to them, convince them, encourage them. It's not a joke. Encouraging an adult to do an exam. So we move step by step. Yeah.
Welcome back to Prayer Cave TV, the Child Dawn Break Show. So beautiful. We have the story of hope. This is the story of hope, adult education episode by Mr. George Njogona. And thank you so much because of the information that you're giving us.
Thank you.
And just starting with an appeal, because we've learned from some of the challenges that you go through when running this program is you have also to look for jobs for some of the students that come to you. And if you're an employer right there who loves education, who loves people that are passionate for education, I know at the end of this program you're going to be giving us your number. They can consider to call you.
True, yeah.
To give these people a chance and hope. And you know, somebody that have decided to go back to school, that person is serious their life, and they are going to be committed.
Yeah, true.
And George has told us they get those people opportunities as security guards, as cleaners, just something to keep them going in their story of hope, so that all of us make it, because that is the will of God. Mr. George, what inspired you to be a teacher for adults?
Yeah, okay. Basically, yes, let me just say that, one, I have love for education. And when I joined university to do my bachelor education in science, to do education, and when I told people that I want to be a teacher, they were saying, you know, they don't get a lot. They get meager money. But I have passion for education, because I've came to realize myself, every day, I usually go to class every day to teach them, to encourage them, to motivate. So I want to impact good life. I want to impact positive life. And also I love the commitment to social equity. I want to try to make sure that everybody in terms of education who is allowed me, who want to gain that knowledge from me, get great impact in terms of education. So my passion for education, that desire, had made me to, I feel like I want to change the life of people in terms of education.
Wow. Wow. And if you're listening to George and you have always had a desire to finish your either primary or secondary school certificates, you can get in touch with him. He's going to be giving us his contacts at the end of this show. How affordable is this program?
Okay.
And what are the payment terms and options that are available? And also, how much does the exam cost?
Now, when it comes to every school usually have a program. And we usually say that as a, adult education, we are tapping those people who are there, who don't have finance, who maybe they drop out because they don't have finance, because of so many issues. Sometimes when you make that fee structure, we usually make it very flexible for them. So we usually ask them just a simple money, like 4,000, 5,000. We usually look at the time, part time, 5,000, 4,000 per month. Tamre, by then we make it even 12.
Wow.
It's so like that. But we paid kido. We don't make it that you pay a lot. We pay kido. Because when you are there, we want to at least impact and change their life. When it comes now to the part-time, it is basically the same. Full-time is basically the same because it's an option. 2 hours, 3 hours, you pay the same amount. We usually say that let it be like that. For those who are deep down, there are people who can come there. When you teach, like I remember when I was in high school level, we could see my mother does not have anything. But they joining to secondary school is a God grace for me, my case. That's why mostly I feel like, and I was even told to become a mechanic. After not to join what secondary level. I remember even my mother cried before the principal. He cried. She cried. She cried. And I was touched a lot. So you could even join with 2,000, 1,000. And because of that principle, I was able to get that certificate. Sometimes even when you come in as an adult, we talk, we agree. We have a good program together. You just give me something, I'll be able to pay the teacher. Yeah, just like that. So I have told you that we even do internal scholarship. We look at intensively. Is that person ready? Is that person, because like now education is going out to be expensive. So you find that many people drop out because they don't have that finance. And later you just get something small and you want to go back to school. We just come and we just talk and come to our office where we are at Twiga building. You just come there and you just talk.
Wow. What is your phone number?
Okay.
Before the phone number, how much is the next exam registration?
Sorry for that. The next exams, we have the next exams because for high school level, fee center, it is 6,000. Fee center is 6,000. And for next exam, 6,000. So minimum 12,000. And that's what you pay once for the exam. You pay it once for certificate.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. Kindly give us your phone number for somebody that is listening to you.
And before that, I can say hi to Chen. He is one of my co-partner. We work together. I think he is watching, and I like that. So my phone number is 0704 209 577.
Again,
0704 209 577.
Wow.
Geodav
School Achievers.
Geodav Achievers.
Located at Twiga Building, that is in Kiambu Town. Mr. George Njogona can help you rediscover your dreams, redig the old wells.
And also, Eric, this is a long holiday.
Okay.
2 months. 2 months is a long holiday. The kids are there watching. Even parents, they have to regulate. They have to develop some curriculum activities. They have even to contact me. I have a program for them. I usually have a program. By the way, I'm the teacher who have been doing tuition for a long period of time, more than 10 years, doing tuition for all subjects. So this holiday, at least 2 hours or 3 hours, even homeschooling, or even center-based, somewhere they can learn. I usually organize that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And George number is available on our social media platforms. You can just rewind this video. Utaipata hapo. If you're working currently, maybe as a house manager or unafanya kazi somewhere in a shamba, your hope in education and your dreams are still valid. They are still valid. We've heard of somebody who was 65 years old going back to school. She's doing her exams shortly. You are 30, you are 28, maybe something happened, you are not able to complete your education. You are not yet even 35 or 40. You don't have an excuse. Get linked up with the adult education program. There is no shame. Absolutely, there is no shame.
No.
This is your dream.
By the way, I usually tell the people, don't hear what people they are saying. So when I started teaching adults, some parents, some adults were coming telling me, and I'll tell them, you know, like for example, like you find that in university you have what we call continuing education. Those students who are, they have the certificate, they did very well in KCP, they drop there, so they continue with their education and they graduate. So the same case is an adult. Where you left, you continue.
Wow.
It's like that.
And even I've loved that you also quoted those people that may have had discipline issues when you are in high school, you dropped out, but now life has taught you better. And now you know verily you can go back to school, because some of them are one of the brightest people.
Yeah, by the way they usually perform.
Yes.
And you know, like they are caught in school drug trafficking. They're usually bright. Yeah, like handling, like you find like 10 students they're taking back. How do you handle that? By they usually even work as a counselor.
Wow.
Yeah, usually work as a counselor. It's a work.
And then you also give them the word of God, pray for them, Holy Spirit, and you are going to make it. George is here for you. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming to the Child on Break Show and for the information that you've given. Tunashukuru sana. Our special appreciation goes to God. We thank God because our God is a God of opportunity. These institutions that you see, like the one George is doing, these are the callings and the giftings of God.
True.
I've heard you say you are not doing it for the money. Some people told you are going to earn little. These are callings. So it is God who has done this. Let us now take advantage and use that what God has put in place for us, and we thank God, we thank God, we thank God. I want to thank the people producing the Child on Break Show. We have Peter Mora, we have Sheila Huro and Doreen Mwende. Mungu abariki sana, together with the entire PrayerCaveTV staff. Your labors in the Lord are not in vain. And to your viewer, we love you. We appreciate you and we pray for you every day. That's why we bring you special visitors to encourage you, to give you information so that you can make it in life. And even a search of that is send in your prayer request on the number on the screen, 0710 54 64 54, so that we can pray with you.